Well, welcome everybody. It's an honor to have so many of you from around the world, and I want to thank Stephanie for setting this up. And we picked a time that we could have as many people join in this ceremony as possible. But it's a special honor of mine. I'd like to share the screen with you. Can you see that okay?
Yeah.
Great. So we'd like to present the Golden Neuron Award tonight and tomorrow for the rest of you. So the Golden Neuron Award is given by the World Academy, and the recipient is always a luminary neurosurgeon who has demonstrated significant contributions to our specialty. And I like to define it personally as contributions that have changed practice. And if you look at the previous recipients of the Golden Neuron Award, I think each of them fulfills that definition. Professor Gazi Yassergill was our inaugural Golden Neuron Award winner in 2007. Al Roten in 2009. John Jane in 2011. Majid Sami in 2014, Sam El-Mefti in 2016, and Robert Spetzler in 2018. So I think you'd all agree that these were luminary neurosurgeons that really helped change practice. And I would like to thank our committee for coming up with the nominations and our award winner for this year. And our Constitution defines in Article 5 and Section 3 that there shall be a Golden Neuron Awards Committee composed of 3 members. The Awards Committee will propose candidates who will be voted upon by the membership, and the candidate who receives the most number of votes will become the awardee. And it's my special pleasure to introduce our Golden Neuron Award winner for this year, and it's Professor Takeshi Kawase. And I think all of us on the call know Takeshi very well. Just to give you a little bit of biographical information about Takeshi, he served as the professor and chairman of the Department of Neurosurgery at Keio University in Japan. He graduated from Keio University in 1970, and he got his neurosurgical board certification in 1978. He specialized in treating cerebrovascular diseases at Mihara Memorial Hospital in 1983 and has served as the chairman of the WFNS Committee of Skull-Base Surgery and also as president of the 64th Annual Japanese Neurosurgical Congress. But of course, I think we all know Takeshi for his most important contribution that really changed the practice of skull-base surgery. And I think it was interesting that he developed this transpetrosal approach that he published in 1985, originally for addressing vascular disease in, upper VB junction and basilar trunk to go after aneurysms in that location. This is a picture of Keio University. And he went and subsequently did a whole series of these patients with mid-basilar and trunk aneurysms that he used this approach. And then it was quickly extrapolated for addressing tumors, both by Takeshi and all around the world. And it's become now one of our really workhorse approaches for the petrous apex, the upper basilar region, and the upper posterior fossa, usually above the IAC. And if you look at a simple PubMed search on the Kawase approach, it's remarkable, Takeshi. Look at the citations over the years for your approach, using your name alone. So I think we all agree that he's a most fitting recipient of the Golden Neuron Award. And I'd like to congratulate personally Takeshi Kawase. Professor Kawase, thank you so much for your contributions.
Thank you for your detailed introduction to me.
So fitting. And Stephanie, I think, has put up, you can see on the screen, the Golden Neuron Award that will be sent to you, Takeshi. It's a beautiful award. Steph, can you move it closer to your camera at all?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, whoa. Did you just lose me? Because I've
No.
lost you.
No, we got you.
Okay, then I'm doing this without being able to see. Is that any better?
Yeah,
It is good.
Yes.
it's great. That's beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Takeshi, would you like to say any words?
Okay, good morning, everyone. Oh, great.
Welcome, Engelbert. We just honored Takeshi with the award.
You hear me? Oh,
Yeah.
everybody?
Yeah.
Takeshi, great to see you.
Great. Well, thank you so much. It's good to see all of you. Basant, welcome. Engelbert, Eka, good to see you.
Yeah, great. Well,
Manfred. Good to see you. Great.
川瀬先生、一言どうぞ。
Pardon me?
I just said that Dr. Kawase give us a word, as Bill suggested. Can I talk briefly?
Yes.
Yeah. So it is my great honor to be given such a Golden Neuron Award, and appreciate all the committee members for your so much effort. And I think one reason to be given the award may be due to educational contribution to the field of skull-base surgery and development of new surgical technique. And during the development of my approach, I was given a lot of advice from some teachers. The teachers were not medical doctor, but teachers were my patients operated. I was given a lot of hints from their symptoms, from their complaints. So the patients are always a great teacher. So I think this prize, this award was given to my patients. So, and the second reason of the award, maybe my contribution to the WFNS and foundation of WANS meeting. However, the true founders were Professor Almefti and Professor Spetzler, the best friends of mine. I simply supported their effort of foundation with Professor Kobayashi. Therefore, it is my happy to be given the award after Sam and Roberts. And the most valuable treasure is not money, not gold, nor diamond, but it is our heart of friendship. I remind of a wonderful working by the team of WFNS Skull-Base Committee that was admired by the president of WFNS. However, it is breached off in whole world by a tiny viruses. I hope we will overcome the COVID-19 infection with a warm and strong mind to be able to meet you again in next year. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Kawase, congratulations. This is Eka from Indonesia.
Congratulations, Dr. Takeshi Kawase.
Ah,
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good to see you after a long time,
my goodness.
though virtually.
Yeah.
A beautiful
Bell,
remark.
can I say something?
Of course.
Bell, can I say something?
Yes, please, Abraham.
Right. In addition to the contribution, Professor Kawase, I just want to add a personal touch on that. Professor Kawase visited Jordan many times, but the first time he visited with his wife, Miki, I've lost him for a few days. And it transpired that he moved around Jordan alone because he's an adventurous man. He likes adventures, he likes to explore. He visited Jordan from north, south, east, and west, everywhere, alone, without a guide. And I admire in him the modesty of his, against the huge contribution he gave us. Congratulations, Kawase. It's a pleasure to have served under your mentorship in the Skull-Base Committee of the World Federation. Congratulations again.
I watch your positive activities in your country. It is, I could observe through your website. Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah. Anatomical activity is so nice.
Yeah, Takeshi, it's Robert. Those were really beautiful remarks. And I completely agree with you that the most important thing that we really have is friendship. And when you consider the people that are in this organization, this friendship, which really stretches around the world, is so critically important. And there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that this virus that has affected all our lives at this point in time, that light at the end of the tunnel is becoming very, very bright. So congratulations.
Pleasure to have a long friendship with you. Yeah. I still remind of the past Congress organized by yourself with wearing of a cowboy.
Yes.
That was a bypass meeting.
Yes, a long time ago.
Bill, can I say a few words?
Please, Neshmet. Thank you.
Professor Kawase, congratulations.
Thank you.
And this is really an honor for us to participate this organization. I'd like to say a few words, my friends, about Professor Kawase. I know him for many years. He organized first meeting of WANS in Atami, and he also, it was a wonderful meeting because it was the first meeting for this organization. And he made the flag that we still use, that flag. This was made by Professor Takeshi Kawase. Professor Kawase, from my point of view, is a role model for young generation. He is honest, humble, perfect, gifted neurosurgeon, and supporter for young generation, including myself. I felt his support during my work in WFNS Skull-Base Committee because I succeeded him. He is really a role model. Because of all this, I'm sure that he deserved this award. Again, congratulations, Professor Kawase, and it's my pleasure and honor to participate this ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your message. I remind of the great advancement of your country for those 20 years, and still remind of that your invitation to your home. So your family members are going well now?
Yes, everybody is okay. You know, my daughter is in New York nowadays. That's only pain of my heart because we are separated. But everybody is okay. Everybody is okay.
Dave, if I may say a word,
Please, Shiggy. Yes.
I'm really glad Dr. Kawase been given such a great award. I think on behalf of all Japanese neurosurgeons, I'd like to congratulate you being given such a great award. And really congratulations. And we are very, very proud of you. Your contribution to Japan, and also especially to the world neurosurgery. We're really proud of you. Thank you.
I always appreciate Professor Kobayashi's support for me. He always like the best teacher for me in every circumstances. So I frequently met him, not in the world, even in my country. So he's the very nice skier. So I ever played the skiing together. So I hope he'll keep his health in good condition and help me in the future also. Thank you for your message.
Thank you very much for your kind words.
Thank you.
May I ask the professor about the future retirement? What are the plans for him in his retirement?
Bill, can I say a few words if there is time? Bill,
Sure.
can I say a few words if there is time?
Sure.
Yeah.
Takeshi, can you let us know,
Professor,
just a second, Basant. Ibrahim wanted to know what Takeshi was going to do in retirement.
Hello, somebody else is. Bill, can I say a few words, please?
Yeah, go ahead, Basant.
Okay. So it's just to say thank you very much, Professor Kawase, for teaching us all these years. You have been in inspiration to generations of young neurosurgeons, like Dr. Pamir said, including me. And he has taught so many times in India that he is a household name in Indian neurosurgery, actually. He's contributed courses, live surgery, and so on. And the best part of Dr. Kawase is the honesty and integrity. I think the other thing is he's so humble. You know, he presents, I still remember in one of the scientific meetings, one of these very nice presentation which got published about the risk of petroclival meningioma depending on where the tumor is extending. And before it is published, he presented in one of the meetings where I was also there. And he was so humble. After that, he comes and asks many of us, what do you think about the presentation? How do you think it is, the work? So that is something so, greatness of Dr. Kawase. My personal association has been very strong because of the WFNS. He was the first vice president when I was the secretary, and he contributed tremendously for the education and also the based committee. We were together the first time session in the World Congress in Amsterdam, where he's presenting his approach, and I was doing a retrosig approach for CP angle tumors. I still remember vividly his comments. So Professor Kawase, it's been a privilege to have known you, to have been associated with you, and to have been taught by you. Thank you very much for your contributions toward neurosurgery.
Thank you, Professor Misra, for your the very important message. I still remember the first meeting with you, that was in Amsterdam, WFNS. Yeah, so I still continuously get the friendship with you. So advancement of India is by yourself. Thank you.
Great. Would anybody else like to say a few comments about Professor?
Still, I want to know the opinion of Professor Spitzler and Professor Kawase. What are they doing in their retirement? How they spend their time, what the activities they are doing, both Professor Kawase and Spitzler.
Bye.
Takeshi, you're first. You're the honored guest.
Yeah. I can't get your his message.
So Takeshi, what he's asking is what you and I are doing in retirement. And I can tell you from my perspective, there's not enough time. I thought retirement was going to give you a lot of time. It just, time just passes right by.
After retire, until 72 years old, I still operate. But now I am 77 years old. So I finished my operation. This is not a responsibility. This is the responsibility to finish my operation for the patient. Such old men do not operate continuously. So I always consult to some neurosurgeon and visited his hospital and watch his operation and some advice, gave my advice to him. That is one point. And another point is I am included in different congress that is constituted by not medical doctor, in some technical people and economical people, economical field people. So such a wider world, I interested much more. So I'm just making a web conference with them now. So that is my way after retire. That can enlarge my friendship.
Professor Spitzler, what about you?
Ibrahim, I thought I already answered. Actually, I'm looking at Miguel. We were together on that meeting where I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was an early morning. And I must tell you that I presented to the Chinese a couple of weeks ago. It was like 10,000 participants, and it was scheduled for 5 o'clock in the morning. And I got up at 3:30 because I wanted to go to the office to present from there. And as I'm stepping into the shower, I get this emergency message is, we are ready for you. And I was off by 1 hour. So I quickly put on something on the top, ran to my desk, to give the hour presentation. I will not tell anybody else that I didn't have anything on from the top down. But I just got there in the nick of time. So now I make very, very sure that it's the right time. And I know Stephanie, we had a little bit of trouble as exactly what the time was for everything. Triple check from now on, triple or quadruple check. But seriously, I'm very busy. I'm doing some writing, doing some teaching, and I'm enjoying life. I'm taking care of my horses. And I'm trying for the very first time in our lives for Nancy and I to start playing golf.
Right. I've seen that with you just a minute ago, so please send our best wishes.
Robert and Takeshi, what is so critical about 72? Both of you retired at 72, you said. Takeshi said he stopped operating, and I know you retired in 72. You had told that you will retire in 72, one of our meetings. Yeah. What is so critical about 72?
For me, so I always get up early morning at the same time of sunrise. Now I get up at 6:30 at the time of sunrise. And after that, just after that, I make exercise in outdoor for 40 minutes. It is very chilly now, very cold now, and 0 degree. But I take off my shirt and making exercise for 40 minutes. That is my way to keep my health.
Good for you.
Why is 72
others
critical for retirement? I think
I stopped
from us also. You took Robert. Why did you decide to retire?
No, I stopped at 73 and a half. And that's when Michael Lawton arrived at the BNI, and I said I would give him a 6-month sabbatical so that I would not be in his way as he got his feet on the ground. And when the 6 months was up, I so much enjoyed where I was, and I never ever wanted to have somebody say, Robert, as they put their hands around my shoulder, it's time for you to get out. I wanted to go out on my own term, and that was it. So it was very easy for me. I never regretted it. It was a very easy passage.
Thank you.
Can I say?
Please.
Hi, Hong from Japan. Professor Kawase, congratulations. Like this one, my feeling to Professor Kawase is he's always active and with passion. When I learned from Professor Kawase many things, not only skull-based surgery, but the way of life of a neurosurgeon. And I'm very impressed that even for the young neurosurgeon in Japan, of course, also for foreign doctors, he taught very energetically. So many young doctors having talk with from Professor Kawase has the high motivation to doing further more and more. So in that sense, Professor Kawase has effectively influenced very many young neurosurgeons. Again, I'd like to say congratulations, Professor Kawase. Thank you.
Dr. Hong already retired last year. So
yes,
it may be the time to keep your health, keep your watch your health to keep it in good condition. Until now, you always care the patients, but you have to care yourself, your body.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Great.
May I say something?
Yes, please, Miguel.
Yeah, I don't want to take much of your
say,
time.
okay.
I'd like to congratulate Professor Kawase. I think everything has been said about Professor Kawase as neurosurgeon. and also as a person. I like to mention that few neurosurgeons all around the world had the possibility and the neurosurgical weight just to contribute with some eponym to neurosurgery, Kawase approach. This is a sort of approach I very much like. Every time I speak about that or trigeminal neuroma, the name of Professor Kawase is mentioned in my talks with proud admiration. And I also like to highlight the person of Professor Kawase as a humble human being and wonderful person. We share many experiences, if you remember, during certain difficult periods in WFNS, when you were first vice president of WFNS. And I have not only because of that, but so many meetings and your contribution and teaching, the best possible remembrance of you. Thank you for everything you have done, Professor Kawase.
Miguel is very active for education, especially in developing country. So I always watch your face in the web meeting. Web meeting is best way without spending the travel fee, without spending the registration fee for the people in so developing countries. So your contribution is so nice now. Thank you.
Thank
Please
you.
continue your contribution.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Engelbert, did you want to say some more?
Yeah, Takeshi, congratulations to Neuron or serve that as a teacher, as a friend, and as a young man. Same as I also you in Yokohama many years ago, of course. And you did to the patients, but I think we should be, all of us, to see you as a teacher, a friend, in the future. Congratulations once again.
So our friendship is so long, yeah, so long. I remember the past meeting about more than 20 years ago, since I met you in the first. Yeah, was it Dolan's symposium or I completely forgotten. Yeah. So I hope you may keep your health in good condition.
Thank you.
Manfred, would you like to say anything?
Well, I'm really not the skull-based surgeon, so my experience is very much in other areas. But what I appreciate about this moment is to see that in the kind of way we communicate around the globe, that there is a tremendous friendship and mutual education and thankfulness for what we can teach each other. And I just enjoy this moment in this difficult time. So I thank everybody for putting this up. And I congratulate Takeshi for this award. I hope that at some point we'll, in the near future, we can all meet again together.
Oh, thank you for your message. Yeah.
I think that was very well said, Manfred. Would anybody else like to say a few words? Professor Coley?
In name of the Brazilian neurosurgeons, I'd like to congratulate Professor Kawase. I knew him too late. I knew him in the meeting of Fujioshida, but since now, I am very proud to be your friend. Thank you very much, Professor Kawase.
Thank you. I I still remember your stay in my university for a long for more than 2 weeks, and you watched my operation, and you made some lecture for us. So it is my pleasure to continue our friendship each other. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it is a Christmas time, and I just want to take this opportunity to wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. 2020 was a very ugly year for all of us. I hope 2021 would be a better year for all. Keep well, and I wish you all, I hope we'll meet soon in person. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Well, thank you so much, Professor Kawase, for all you've taught us over the years. And I wish everybody the best of the holiday season. And we'll plan to get together, hopefully in person, in Colombia in the summertime, if possible. If we can't meet in person at that time, our plan is to have a virtual meeting probably in the late spring. But I'll communicate with all of you very shortly about that. And we'll keep an eye on how the COVID is doing and then make a decision together. So thank you so much for joining us tonight and in the morning and whatever time you're at. And thank you, Stephanie, again for setting this up.
Maybe before you finish this meeting, can I say a word very shortly?
Of course, Shiggy, go ahead.
This is my drawing. I mean, calligraphy. Robert Spetzler said that, retirement life. I have begun to do this calligraphy, Japanese calligraphy, Chinese calligraphy, whatever you say. And also I make haiku poetry. And clinically, I don't do much. I have finished my operation and I just seeing outpatient clinic and give some word, at the conference. And this Chinese words, letter, I should say, means cow in zodiac. The next year will be cow year in zodiac. And this is what I wrote yesterday. And I hope New Year will be very nice year for you all, and our practice and our health and everything will be much better than this year. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Shiggy. Well said. Thank you.